fans of high-quality entertainment. Today, I am showing you 10 albums that I feel are perfect from start to finish. I've decided not to have any Beatles or Beatles-related albums in the list this time. These aren't in any order, and also there's more than 10, I feel, perfect albums, but like I said, these are just 10 that I've chosen. And I would love your thoughts on, some of these that I'm going to talk about, if you agree or not, and also what albums you think are perfect. So let's start with the Alice Cooper Band. I'm a huge fan of the band era. I never really followed Alice Cooper's solo career that much, but I totally respect him. He's an awesome guy, and it's cool that he's still making records today. And so for Alice Cooper, out of their 7 studio albums, I think this is the one that is just perfect. It is their 3rd album. I love it to death. Actually, the very first album I ever heard by them. My oldest brother Bob bought it, and he was the one brother who let me play his albums. Thank you, Bob. So there's the cover, and I also love the back cover. Yeah, Caught in a Dream, I'm 18, Long Way to Go, Black Juju. Is It My Body, Hallowed Be My Name, Second Coming, Ballad of Dwight Fry, and their cover version of Sunrise. It just flows, and it's just, for me, it's perfect from start to finish. Bob Ezrin, of course, produced this. Their first 2 albums, I actually love Easy Action. But even that album could have been, tightened up a bit and better produced. So with Bob Ezrin, and of course Jack Richardson, who's the producer for the Guess Who, for their albums, they worked on this, and it is excellent. And I do love, Killer and School's Out and the other ones, and I'm not even saying this is my favorite, but I just feel this is the one that, from start to finish, is perfect. And speaking of Alice Cooper, I recently bought this book by their bassist, Dennis Dunaway, Snakes, Guillotines, Electric Chairs, My Adventures in the Alice Cooper Group. And I will be interviewing Dennis Dunaway in October. It's sometime in October. So stay tuned for that. 9 albums to go. As much as I love Sparks, I feel they only have one perfect album from start to finish. One of their early ones, and it's not Kimono My House. It is Sparks Propaganda. Yeah, I feel Kimono My House is great, but I feel that side 2 is a little weaker than side 1. In My Family is a great song, but it's not as great as the other songs. And even Complaints is just a tad weaker than all of the other songs. Just my opinion. But this one is perfect. Eight to go. One of the greatest albums ever. Pink Floyd, The Dark Side of the Moon, although I know, some people don't care for The Great Gig in the Sky, but I've always loved it. I actually used to find Us and Them kind of weaker than the other songs, but in the last few years I've grown to love it as much as the rest of the album. So it just flows all the way through, and it is excellent. And I can't wait for the Roger Waters updated The Dark Side of the Moon, where supposedly there's spoken word parts, but there's no guitar, or no guitar solos, or we'll see. What is this? I recently interviewed the lead singer and guitarist for this band, and I feel this is their most perfect album. Their second one, Grand Funk, also known as the Red Album. Got This Thing on the Move, Please Don't Worry, Highfalutin Woman, Mr. Limousine Driver, In Need, Winter and My Soul, Paranoid, and Inside Looking Out. Lots of great Frank Zappa albums, but you know, not too many perfect ones. But I think this one, from start to finish, is perfect. Frank Zappa, Hot Rats. Peaches and Regalia, Willie the Pimp with Captain Beefheart on vocals, Son of Mr. Green Jeans, Little Umbrellas, The Gumbo, Variations, and It Must Be a Camel. I actually also think The Grand Wazoo is perfect too, but I chose this one. Lou Reed, one of my all-time favorite solo artists, but there's always, you know, a song or two on most albums that are not quite as good as the other songs. But this one, I feel, once again, is perfect. I love each and every song. It is Coney Island Baby. Now, this album, one of, you know, when you're younger, I was 58, 68, about 10 years old, and when I bought this, and I was disappointed. I don't think I even bought it. I think maybe it was a Christmas gift or something, and you know, the people in the band were really famous and all that, but I just didn't get it at first. It took, you know, a few listens, and it's been a favorite of mine ever since. And it even includes the dreaded long drum solo. But I even love the drum solo. It's very interesting. It is the one and only album by Blind Faith. Had to Cry Today, Can't Find My Way Home, Well All Right, Presence of the Lord, Sea of Joy, and Do What You Like. And the ending is, it's one of the most bizarre endings to an album. But like I said, I love it all. It's perfect to me. 3 more to go. Now this is a recent album I bought, actually 2 box sets with 4 albums in each box set. And I might have had this on vinyl at some point. So all of the other albums by her, I wasn't really that familiar with, but when I played this, it's like, oh yeah, I remember that song. Oh, I remember that song. So I remembered a good 80% of this. Joni Mitchell, Chord and Spark. And for me, every song is perfect.
Man once told me that I was right out of my head.
Now, Captain Beefheart. For instance, Trout Mask Replica, I absolutely love it, but I don't care as much for the spoken word songs or tracks where he's reading his poetry. You know, it's enjoyable and all that. I never skip them, but, you know, I prefer the songs. And so this album is the only one I feel that is perfect from start to finish. Shiny Beast, Bat Chain Puller. Although Bat Chain Puller, you know, it's kind of a confusing story, but the original Bat Chain Puller was never released until just a few years back. It's perfect too, but this is the one that, you know, I kind of grew up with, and so it's my favorite Captain Beefheart album. One more. I actually could have chosen their double album, because for me it is perfect. But I have chosen instead their debut album, Led Zeppelin. Yeah, with Physical Graffiti, Black Country Woman. You know, I guess some people feel there's some weak tracks on that album. I don't myself. But I've chosen this one, Led Zeppelin. Good Times, Bad Times, Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You, You Shook Me, Dazed and Confused, Your Time Is Gonna Come, the acoustic little ditty, Black Mountain Side, Communication Breakdown, I Can't Quit You Baby, and my all-time favorite Led Zeppelin song, How Many More Times. So yeah, those are just 10 of what I feel are perfect classic rock albums. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. and let me know some other albums that you think are perfect. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.